tomorrow. Tomorrow is Eclipse 5. Tomorrow will feature the final Eclipse match in wrestling history. You see, the Genocide, we don't have a goal. When you hear us say that at Fatal Finale we're going to burn this federation to the ground, it's not a goal. The word goal implies that there's a certain degree of failure. It's not a certainty. We will burn the BEWA to the ground at Fatal Finale. This is a fact. There are no two ways about it. Despite what power Eric Spade believes he holds, at the end of the day, I still own the BEWA. You know, I could shut it down right now if I wanted to. I could call each wrestler and tell them they don't have a job anymore. They don't have a way to feed their families anymore. Quite similar to the calls they'll be getting the day after Fatal Finale. But you see, the Genocide, us BEWA originals, wrestlers that were there from the very beginning, opening day, the first ever Warfare, February 1st, 2009. We're going to use the last few shows in BEWA history to dominate, to kick ass. You know, just basically have fun with it for a few more months. And tomorrow, at Eclipse 5, Rollin' Havoc destroys DT Gray in the street fight. Sapphire Havoc defends her women's championship against 3 other women. But most importantly, either United States Champion Reaper, Extreme Champion Jason G, or Eclipse Match Qualifier Kid Taylor eclipses the wrestling world on behalf of the Genocide. Know this: I have refereed every Eclipse match in the history of the BWA. And despite the fact that there are 3 Genocide members in this match tomorrow, I will still ref this match. But you see, I will call this down the middle. Now, I'll forgive you if you find that hard to believe. But the fact of the thing is this: the Eclipse match is my greatest creation. Of all the Bomber originals, Eclipse match is the greatest. There's no disputing that. I made it clear at Warfare that I want the Eclipse match process to run its course naturally. You saw I took offense to when Rollin' Havoc disrupted the qualifying match between Q-Star and DJ Carter. I do want Reaper or Kid Taylor or Jason G to win this match. But they understand it. If their shoulders are pinned to the mat, I will count to 3. Regardless of who wins the Eclipse match, the Fed still burns down at Fatal Finale. It'd be nice if a Genocide member wins, but ultimately, it does not change a thing in the grand scheme of things. Marcus Ruin, see you cutting promo after nauseating promo, trying to convince the Kid and Reaper of why the fans don't appreciate him or respect him or whatever the hell you were saying. It doesn't matter. You keep preaching that you guys are going to rise together and the Genocide's going to fall apart. Look at us. Look at Rollin' Havoc, Jason G, Reaper, Eric Hayes, Kid Taylor, Sapphire Havoc, and the Architect, Chris Bomber. Are you kidding me? Who can stop that? We're divided? Look at the card. You all are divided. I will also be refereeing the first match at Eclipse tomorrow. which is the qualifier to finally get an 8th participant into the Eclipse match. Maybe the winner of the Eclipse match comes out of that match. Maybe a future BWA champion, US champ down the line. That's open to the entire roster. So if you're not in the Eclipse match, you should probably be in that match tomorrow. And once again, I'll call that bad boy down the middle. Because I want to see this Eclipse match done right. Last year I quit the BWA. I quit as president. Because of what Team Piece of Shit did after Damien Fatale won. And granted, we've done some crazy shit with the genocide this year. But I told all the guys, I told them backstage, this match is not to be tampered with. And that goes with what I've been saying and how I've been doing the whole time where, if you interfere in an Eclipse match, you'll be fired on the spot. This isn't nothing new. This isn't just because I'm in genocide. This isn't because of the numbers on my head. Love me or hate me, you know what you're going to get out of me. Which brings me to my next point. I'll be stepping back in the ring to face Kaz Legend, a man that I fired with great enthusiasm a few months ago. Well, on some promise that he might have a chance to join royalty, he's found his way back into the Federation. Kaz Legend, if you beat me tomorrow, nobody will ever see you again. You'll leave, but you'll leave with your pride. But if I should win that match, you are fully reinstated, and you can continue your BWA career. So what's more important to you? Your career or your pride? Once again, since the Fed's shutting down in November anyway, doesn't even matter. But I'm sure you'll do the right thing tomorrow. So, to the 8 men that will stand in that ring tomorrow to crown an Eclipse match winner, I guarantee you that I will call it down the middle. I guarantee you that I will treat you all as equals for that one match. And then, 2 weeks of Chaos and Warfare, we really rev shit up to work towards the end of the BWA. But for tomorrow, I want everybody to watch the Eclipse match and know everything that's right with the BWA. And why such perfect match types, matchmaking skills, things that you fucks have taken for granted for far too long, why it's above anything that you deserve. 113's on the forehead. At Fatal Finale, the number goes to 0. And despite how good Eclipse should be tomorrow as a show, it will be the last one. Farewell.